I have a difficult time with the first like it or not. It's these hits that we're seeing. The Travis Hunter one in the Colorado game, lacerated kidney with a dirty hit on the sideline. There was a play when Davante Adams had to leave for the Raiders on a hit by
Taylor Rapp.
These things, it seems like there should be more repercussions than the rules are allowing for guys who are putting other players out of the game.
Okay, for the Colorado hit, I was surprised that the conference nor the NCAA didn't do anything. That was a legitimately late hit, although Deion Sanders, after finding out the kid was getting death threats, very coolly came out and said, hey, it's cool. Hunter came out and said, he apologized to me, it's fine. The Rapp hit is a little more
nuance.
Yes, shades of gray. Yeah, thank you. Because I don't think that was an intentionally dirty hit. And I'll be honest with you, not to sound like a homer, I don't know if it was dirty in general. He was trying to separate a ball from a receiver who he thought had made the catch. The ball gets knocked away at the last moment, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I, just like everybody else, don't want to see those head-to-head hits. But if a man's trying to make a play and there is no ill intent, and it is not an egregiously helmet-to-helmet hit on a defenseless receiver who he believes is making a play in that moment, what are you supposed to do?
The setup on the Bills thing, Tariq, is like you wind up penalizing the Raiders because Adams has to go out of the game and doesn't return. If that game had been close, that play would have been really big because he takes him out of the game. The team that gets victimized on a hit like that winds up taking the penalty.
And the NFL, remember, they're always pushing the safety thing, and it's always become this big issue, but obviously it is a very violent sport. Which leads you back to the Colorado hit, too, in the sense that Deion Sanders basically, he kind of pushed off the fact that the hit was dirty and said it's football. And so we do realize this is a very violent sport. At any given moment, guys can get hurt. But what I found interesting about this was that there was so much before that Colorado State game about, how we're taught and what our parents tell us and what our coaches tell us and all these different things. Yet there was really nothing after that. Now, this kid getting death threats is way, way out of line. And this is just, that's part of the dirtiness of the game. But we have to remind ourselves with guys getting hurt. I mean, Rodgers got hurt week one in a non-contact situation. The Buffalo Bills game was a contact situation. This is the game we play, we watch people play.
This is the life we live.
This is the life we live.
But it's the life they live.
Choose.
But it's easy for us to sit here and say it's the life you live. This is
right out of the Godfather.
And that's but that is the game that is being played every Sunday at any given moment. We've had two basically season-ending injuries the last 2 weeks, and we're not even talking about the late hits and plays in college and high school.
All right, I guess I'll ask you this question because you're upset with the way that it worked out in Buffalo.
Well, it had nothing to do with the fact that Adams is on my fantasy team.
Yeah, no, we'll leave that aside. College has that targeting personal foul penalty. If the NFL adopted a rule where the player who committed that hit was ejected, would you think that would solve the problem?
No.
Because, it would solve the issue that you brought up. You would be trading a player for a player.
And by the way, if Hunter wasn't on the most celebrated college football team in the country, would that even have been brought up as a dirty hit?
Oh, yeah,
in college football?
That was a full 2 steps late.